Hello, and welcome to our channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe before we get into this pick a pile reading from Orunmila. I've been connecting with this Yoruban deity or Orisha of wisdom and of divination, and it's been really exciting and interesting. So I wanted to share that journey with you guys and hopefully channel some wisdom from Orunmila. So yeah, it's been a really sweet connection that I've been building with his energy. So hopefully we get some helpful guidance. The path of least resistance. What are the next steps for you, the viewer? I am your channeler, Tyra Bell. My @name is here. And you can always book a reading with me. If you find me on any of my socials, just DM me. And you can also have a reading here live in the chat. You do have to make a donation first. Do know that I'm channeling for my soul tribe. I create for my soul tribe. So if this does not resonate with you in any way, that's okay. Just pick a different reader. There's also more links down below to different readings that I've done. And what else? Readings are for confirmation of what your intuition is already telling you. So if you hear something that you don't like or that does not resonate or that is triggering, please disregard. I'm human. I'm doing my best. And yeah, you can always pick a different pile as well. If you're here to send positivity, if you're here to like, comment, subscribe, comment in the chat as we go, or if you want to send this to a friend, just know that that energy comes back to you tenfold. We really appreciate the support, the love. But if you're here to send evil eye, just know that that will only affect you. It will not affect me or my channel. So don't hurt yourself, as Beyonce would say. And so yeah, the first pile is this, I'm hearing pink agate, but this is a peach core. So maybe pile 1 you might need pink agate, or you may have purchased that recently, I'm not sure. Pile number 2 will be this evil eye necklace. Oh, let's turn it around. That's pile number 2. Pile 3. This pearl, I think it's this pearl ring. Pile 3. Pile 4 is this angel aura quartz. 5 is going to be the jade stone. This is green, but I don't know if you can see it. And 6 will be the opalites. Opalites. If you're not watching live, you can jump down to the description and pick your pile, or pause the video if you need more time. Even if you're live, you can pause the video if you need more time. Other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let me make sure the sound is okay. Hello. Alright, hopefully this is okay. Alright, pile 1, the peach core. So let's just thank your guides, my guides, for being here so we can get some clear and crisp messages. Pile 1. This is a yummy card. What are the next steps on the path of least resistance for pile 1? Make sure you're listening to your intuition at this time, pile 1. Your guides are communicating with you. They said to share your message. Share whatever your intuition has been telling you. Share your message. Share your light. They're giving you the correct information. So maybe you were doubting what you've been hearing intuitively. They are giving you the correct information. I'm hearing intuition is not the science that you thought it was. So take it if it resonates. It's a science, but it's like not what you thought it would be, maybe. Only if it resonates, they're saying. That was for a specific person. Pile 1, they're also saying we all have a need to be viewed, appreciated, and it's what you do with that desire that matters. But everybody has that similar desire. So maybe you're working on some self-appreciation. And I want to say it's working. It's improving your aura. And I'm hearing your stance, like your position in life. I want to say pile 1 might be doing parental healing from mother and father wounds. I'm seeing both. What you do with your sexual energy is really important at this time, pile 1. You can either feed the wound or you can heal the wound. Trigger warning. Yeah. Your sexual energy is very important to this reading. And what you do with it is important. Because it's a reflection of how you see yourself. How you love yourself, how you treat yourself, what you believe about yourself, what you believe you're deserving of. Healing a father wound, someone. Hearing self-appreciation. And I'm hearing reckless behavior. So what you into, pile 1? What you got going on? What y'all got going on? Let me know. What happened? I'm hearing Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Okay. So we have the self. So look at this pretty aura around this self. And then you can see like the dark shadow, and inside that dark shadow is this pearl. I want to say, Paul, one, the next steps is to protect your pearl. Protect yourself. You have this really pretty, yummy aura. You have really good energy. You may be working through some shadows at this time. Protect your pearl. You're moving into a new phase very soon. But right now, Spirit is trying to help you move on from something that is, I'm hearing, praying at your energy. This is going to be one of those readings, pile one. Make sure you pick a different pile too, if it gets a little heavy, you know. I'm hearing spread your energy around. I'm also hearing create new contracts with people. So I want to say you're going to be moving forward with some sort of lesson that Spirit is teaching you about who you are, your value, your abundance, where you should give energy. Spirit is teaching you right now what is not serving you, what's not a good idea. There's something that you recently or in the past participated in that Spirit is helping you move on from. They're saying this is not a good idea. And they're helping you to prioritize yourself and your well-being. Nurture yourself. There's some sort of obsession with something, an attachment, some sort of lust. And when you're engaging with this, it's keeping you in an energy of, I'm hearing coercion. There's some sort of coercion happening. It's keeping you in an energy of scarcity. So when you're engaging with this sexual frenzy situation, it's creating scarcity. It is taking. And it's making you feel less abundant than you actually are. You're a very abundant person. You have a lot of good feminine energy. And that's what your masculine energy within yourself is supposed to do, is protect you. So like I said, this could be a father wound. Maybe there wasn't enough protection around the mother in the home. Someone was granted access where they didn't deserve access. There wasn't enough protection here. So again, trigger warning, problem. But you are being enlightened about this obsession or this addiction or this desire that creates scarcity thinking. And so I want to say there are some heavy burdens that you may be carrying from a father at this time, or you have within your life, and it definitely affects your soul contracts, and it affects your partnerships. So in order to receive the love that you deserve, or the love that is being sent towards you within relationships, it's really important that you start having a higher self-image, a higher self-perception. Because you're about to enter into a whole new world. You're about to enter into a whole new world. Spirit is granting you access to something entirely different. So keep cleansing your aura of any lust traps, obsessions. Definitely time to change your thinking. But whenever this insight comes in, this aha moment for you, when you start thinking in a higher perspective, when you see yourself in a clearer way, it's going to charge you forward so fast. So I don't think that this oppressive situation is going to hold you down for long. Lust is, at the end of the day, when it turns into obsession or an addiction, it is oppressive. There's no good in it. It doesn't serve a higher purpose at the end of the day. It just ruins our self-perception. And that puts us in a scarcity lack mindset. So be very patient with yourself, Pile 1. Be very, very patient with yourself. Let Spirit show you what's not a good idea, what is creating burden in your life. And if this is like a father wound, it's time to allow yourself to be loved, I want to say. Protect the inner feminine within you, even if you're a man. I feel like I'm talking to my masculines. Like, everybody has an inner empress, you know? It's like chess. Protect your inner nurturer. Allow yourself to be nurtured. Allow yourself to be abundant without giving all this yummy, yummy energy away. Yeah. Stand up for yourself, they're saying. Alright, let's see what else. Hold on. I want to say allow Spirit to teach you something right now. Be open to receiving love from Spirit. They're saying that the magic is within your hands. If you want to transform this obsession or this lust or this situation, the magic is within your hands. It has been this whole time. The power is in your hands. They're like, stop giving it away. Yeah, prosperity. You're a very abundant human being. It's all up in your aura. People can probably visibly see that about you, that you're a very passionate and abundant person. So it's like they're saying stop making it so obvious that you don't care about your inner resources or riches. Protect that feminine within yourself. It's like a little too obvious to people. Yeah. Just know that, and if you dealt with a difficult family dynamic, know that your family is safe. You're safe now. You're not that past version of yourself anymore. You have a new romantic cycle that's trying to begin for you. Make sure you're getting lots of rest. Make sure you're sleeping. Spirit is probably communicating in your dreams some fears, some limiting beliefs, or some stubbornness that needs to be considered. This is consider your foundations. So yeah, it's time to embark on a new journey here. You're closing out some really, really difficult and heavy, heavy lessons. Not to say that this is your fault or your energy that you're carrying around. It definitely looks like a wound from your family. So it's still your job to do that healing work, right? It's still your job, unfortunately. But fortunately, it can be fun, and it can be something that you turn into a self-healing project. Make sure, like I said, get a lot of rest, and it's a good opportunity to give yourself some time off and really listen to Spirit, connect with Spirit. Yeah, they're trying to talk to you. It's time to do some heart healing work. So your heart is where your inner femininity, that pearl, lies. Protect your pearl. And you're about to rise into some Christ consciousness. That's some healthy masculine energy. And yeah, so just follow your inner guidance. I think you have high intuitive ability. I believe in you, pile 1. This is where we part ways. Like I said, pick another pile. This one was really heavy. And we're going to move on to pile 2. pile 2. Let's see what's going on. What are the steps, the next steps on the path of least resistance for pile 2? Okay. Path of least resistance for pile 2. I'm not taking the same ones. Alright, let's try this again. Clear pile 1's energy. You might need to watch pile 1. Only if you feel called. Please watch pile 1 actually. Drive safely, pile 2. Drive consciously. Skip ahead if you don't like the shuffling. Next says on the path of least resistance. This is too many. Yeah, this is too many. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you carry pen and paper with you, pile 2. You're going to need to write something down, something important that Spirit is going to show you. You might be like out in public somewhere and you might need a pen and a piece of paper. So we have the warrior here, and you see this like diamond on his third eye. I'm hearing crown chakra even with this rainbow. So you have a very realistic, enlightened, and like balanced sense of reality. You are the warrior. I want to say you have great duality as well. You may be the friend that knows who and who could date, like you're a matchmaker. you know, like so-and-so and so-and-so, they'd be a perfect couple. I know it. I know they would. You have really good ideas, genuine ideas. Maybe like they're very realistic, but also they benefit all. Like it's something that serves like a higher purpose. That's what makes you the warrior. You're very brave. So you maybe share a lot of your ideas. You could be like a Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, or Scorpio. I want to say you are in a very big transformative time in your career or life, or just your creative ideas. Spirit is also reminding you that your creativity is highly tied to your family life or like your past family matters. I think that's why Pile 1 would be a good listen. Only take what resonates, obviously. And I want to say through this transformation that you're going through, you're getting new ideas, and these ideas are going to benefit your self-expression and your style. Your imagination is going to be improving, because I want to say you might be transforming some old family dynamics, but also family traumas. And I was hearing, it slipped me, transforming some like old ties to old things. So this is improving your imagination and your ideas at this time. Or this is something you've recently gone through, but I feel like it's still kind of lingering, still kind of happening. Things are still shifting and transforming, so things might feel uncertain for you, Paul, too. That's probably why you're here. And Spirit is saying the best way to move through, especially if it's traumatic events that you feel like need transforming or are creating maybe a rebirth for you, like you feel like an old version of yourself is kind of dying to give birth to these like new ideas. The best way to reach fulfillment in the present moment, but also in life, is to really leave this trauma and the drama and anything that is stagnated behind and enjoy like the little things, the present moments. If you're in a relationship, really be present with your person. Do some daily habits and rituals where you can build intimacy and practice like romance, whatever you define as romance, not like what you see in a movie, but just like what benefits the connection. Because I do see you're doing some deep transformative work at this time. This is how you're going to keep life fun and light, though you may be walking away from some heavy, old emotional burdens or like stagnant situations. So you're going from the 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, which is like fulfillment, fullness, not needing much else, right? So it's worth whatever you're leaving behind, whatever's transforming, whatever's dying, whatever's leaving your life. It's worth it. Spirit is confirming you're doing the right thing. You are the warrior. You took the brave steps to walk away from something. And it's maybe shaking you up just a little bit. But it is going to improve your finances or your expression, your ideas. And so the advice is to really let go at this time. There's some sort of peace that wants to find you. There's peace that wants to find you through some clarity. It's also going to happen through your action, through your ambition. So it's really important to let something die And I think what's dying is this chapter that you're closing that has to do with whatever family matters. And so Spirit is like, this crown chakra you got, we're about to give you some bomb information, some bomb downloads. So be brave enough to accept the wisdom that's coming in for you, pile 2. You are my evil eye pile, which this is the eye, and Orunmila is actually associated with that Eye of Horus energy, and that is the third eye there. So come out of indecision, reclaim your peace, pile 2. Take the guided steps that Spirit is giving you, especially through this ambition, through your ideas. Be brave enough. I want to say go get a massage, pile 2. The next steps would be like take care of yourself, get a massage. Spirit is saying stop looking to see if the grass is greener on the other side, because it's not. You just are closing up a chapter. Gratitude is really important for you right now, pile 2. New beginnings. What did I say? Rebirth. You're going through a rebirth. So you're clearing out the clutter from the past right now, which is common. You're not alone. It's a collective thing. You might be meeting new people very soon. So that's what I'm saying about this intimacy. I think intimacy is important to your life, Paul, too. Hearing your life path. A new start is coming. New moon, okay? I channeled this message perfectly. I felt it. What else? Rest and relaxation is essential. Take care of yourself, Paul, too. That's the next steps of least resistance. You are a warrior. So you're saying stop taking yourself out of context. So maybe you know who you are, but sometimes I'm also hearing misplaced ideas, like maybe you're handing your ideas to the wrong place, to the wrong people. Don't take yourself out of context. I'm also hearing keep the conversation meaningful. Like be brave, don't dim yourself. Be proud of yourself, be proud of your ideas, be proud of what's beginning for you at this time. Be proud of what you're leaving behind as well. I feel called to say that. Like, what they mean by like don't take yourself out of context, it's like know what you're in it for. Be proud of what you're in it for. You are your own mascot. The action you take in life is a symbolic representation of your warrior spirit. You are your own mascot. So stop taking your own intent out of context, I guess. Even if I feel like the only reason you do that is if you feel misunderstood, right? So even if you're not feeling understood, Spirit understands you. You and Spirit know what's going on, okay? So stick with it. Let's move on to pile 3. Alright. Pile 3, you are this, I'm gonna say this is like some sort of shell or pearl. But it's the ring. What are the next steps on the path of least resistance? I'm hearing this song, I think it's called Egyptian Lover. Ooh. Spirit, do you want me to take all of these? They're saying no. I wanted to absorb the artwork before I just put them down. We have the healer on the bottom of the deck. Observation is really important for you right now. Even self-observation, pile 3. And they're also saying gratitude, which we were talking about in pile 2. So if you feel called to pile 2. I'm hearing negligence. We're going to get into it. So, like I said, make sure you're observing. Don't be avoidant. Pile 3. They're saying carry yourself with grace. Whatever you're going through, it's time to carry yourself with grace. For you, it's okay to feed your ego at this time. They're saying balance yourself out. And they're saying make a routine of it. So like affirmations. Watch a couple pig cards about how amazing you are. Stop having glass half empty thinking. As much as you can, do what you can to combat that feeling. Gratitude, they're saying, is how you make sense of your situation. You're trying to make sense of your situation, but the way that you're going about it is probably unhelpful, they're saying. Misleading. So don't confuse yourself. Right now, you're working on breaking habits. And you can meditate on crystal clear thinking, and spirit will deliver. Promise. I promise. They want you to think clearly. You might be hearing someone profess their love to you very soon, pile 3. Someone might tell you that they love you or that they care about you. You might be, if you're separated from your person and you guys are reuniting very soon, it's going to be a good time. So a few more cards, you can skip forward if you don't like the shuffling. Make sure you're paying attention to your dreams, pile 3. Okay. Someone likes Fergie Ferg. What is her name? Fergalicious. What is her name? Fergie. Somebody likes Fergie. or you're gonna hear like one of her songs very soon. So you're very attractive, pile 3. You get a lot of attention. I'm also feeling like, don't hide. You see how this is like a hidden gem? Don't hide, pile 3. You're very pretty or handsome. You shine very brightly. You are the gem. The season's diamond, okay? If you will. Comment below if you know the reference. Your intuition is very strong. And so Spirit has been trying to tell you through this like self-reflection or hermit phase that you're in, they're reminding you to value what you believe is important to you. So you're going through some sort of deep transformation and healing, death and rebirth process. And maybe because of that, you felt like things are very uncertain. And whatever's leaving your life at this time, it may be leaving you feeling unstable. But Spirit's like, this is not true. It's not meant to make you feel unstable. It's just like whatever's leaving, it was never going to grow. It was never going to leave you feeling more important or more established. You are already the gem. So stand strong, even if it's been a hard journey, even if you feel like things aren't going your way. Stay strong, because whatever's leaving your life at this time, they have better things for you. There's a path and there's a journey that you are on for a specific reason. And that other stuff that is leaving your life, it was never going to grow. So just start accepting this. I want to say you have a very strong pull towards a connection. And like I said, I did mention for you guys that someone would be professing feelings, right? But unfortunately, even if that does come through for you, I think that this situation may be built in lust. And if it's not built in lust, it's like one or both parties are not actually ready for the situation. And maybe that's what's transforming this situation. It could be a falling apart or a coming together. Either way, it's creating a lot of anxiety for you. And your dreams are trying to communicate something about the anxiety around the situation. You know your situation better than I do. So I want to say it's okay to put your intentions in, to speak your intention into the universe authentically without hiding your desire. So if it's for this person or for a reconciliation or a specific outcome, a specific love, it's okay to put those intentions out into the world, pile 3. You are the diamond. You deserve the world, okay? So keep speaking your what you want out into the universe, especially when it comes to romance and love and quality time. Keep freeing your mind of whatever is leaving you at this time, whatever's transforming. I'm hearing ending bad habits. Just know that you're abundant. Don't cling on to anything right now, especially if it's like a connection that is not ready or this person is not ready. Don't cling. No need. So you're going through some changes, and these changes are going to influence you to know that you're powerful and that you can manifest the love and the quality time that you deserve by showing up fully and as your full self, not hiding. And I think the beauty in, this is personal, this is a personal insight, the beauty in getting to know yourself is raising your standards. When we get to know ourselves, we can appreciate our own value. Appreciate our value. So don't hide who you are from yourself. Get to know yourself. Know that you are the magician of your own life. You are the alchemist. Whatever changes it's the universe helping you to create positive change in your life, to create balance in your life. So don't see it as a punishment. See it as an opportunity to show up as your full self and therefore receive fully what you deserve. And so the clarity that's coming in for you is a reminder from Spirit. So the next steps is be open to receive. This is kind of an ongoing message throughout these readings, especially in your dream state, through your intuition. You have strong intuition through this hermit phase that you're in. Start validating what's important to you. Stop settling. Stop settling. Start showing up fully. Accept the clarity that's coming in for you. It's going to move you into a much better situation. There's going to be a lot of changes happening for you. But I think you're going to look back and realize that I never bailed on my plan. I stuck to my vision. So, integrity, pile 3. You got integrity. You're the gem. Diamonds are formed under pressure, okay? So, let's go. Let's get it. And so when this clarity comes in, you're going to be taking quick action towards something much better. And like I said, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I never bailed on my plan. And Spirit is your best friend right now. They've been guiding you this whole way. Don't ever, doubt what you know intuitively, the messages that you're getting. So if this person is not ready, that you've been waiting on or wanting to reconcile with, let it go. It might be built in a lot of fear or a lot of lust. So when Spirit gives you that clarity, take action. That's what they're letting you know right now. Once this clarity comes through, please take action on what they've told you to do. And make sure you're still putting in your order to the universe. What do you want? And be real. Be real. Be your full self. What does your full self need? Everything that is important to you matters. Spirit is stressing, pile 3. And don't forget that you are the only one that can change your life, okay? Spirit is helping you with these this rebirth that you're going through, this transformation, these changes that they're helping you invite into your life. But you are the only one that can get organized, plan, intention set. You change your reality. For this pile, I'm also hearing, your ancestors, they're heavy, they're around you, especially with this full moon. The veil tends to get really thin. So make sure you're listening to whatever your ancestors got to say. Connect with them. They are trying to lead you. Also, don't fall into no fear-mongering. There's nothing to be afraid of at this time. So if this person's leaving you in a state of fear, just know that that is not real. Or like I said, the uncertainty of a situation. No fear-mongering. No fear. No space for fear. So like I said, there's some clarity coming in for you, pile 3. And when that comes, it's time to take action. It says take a chance on love. Okay? And so we have knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of my ancestors flow. So yeah, your intuition and your connection to your guides is very powerful and very strong. They are trying to tell you that luck is on your side. You have a win-win outcome. You can't fail. You can't fail. And love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Okay? So if there's love involved, just know you're going to be good. You're going to be good. Love yourself. Even love this person. If there's a person involved, validate what matters to you. Validate what matters to you. But also embrace the change. Okay? Pile 3, embrace the change. I'm going to move on to pile 4. Thank you, pile 3. I hope that this was helpful. Pay attention to your dreams, Valerie. Make sure you're paying attention to your dreams. I was low-key, I don't know. Actually, I'm not gonna share that. Channeling someone's ancestor. Comment below if that felt accurate. Something they would say or how they would say it. Alright, pile 4. I'm hearing Ariana Grande. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. This is the Angel Aura Quartz. I'm hearing Archangel Raphael. Maybe somebody works with Archangel Raphael or should. Look him up. You have heavy, benevolent energies around you at this time. Pile 4. Ooh, we have the siren on the bottom. Okay. Magnetic. What did I say? I said magnetic. We're gonna get into it. I'm hearing believe in yourself. Pile 4. Believe in yourself. And know that you're deserving of support. Pile 4. Very deserving, very worthy. Maybe you needed to be affirmed. You deserve the richness of life. Also, life might be, confusing, chaotic. They're also saying stop believing in hearsay or like gossip. But life might be chaotic, but you make it more chaotic if you're not listening to your intuition. So surrender to Spirit's advice. Be more open. That is the ongoing message throughout these piles. So maybe the collective, we've been a little stubborn, a little lost. So pile 4, you're tapping back into the richness of life because you're seeing something more clearly. And Spirit saying it's not your fault. They're saying it's not your fault. Oh, okay. Twice. And you can skip forward to the shuffling if this is unentertaining. Someone, like as a child, might have pretended to be like a pirate. Take it if it resonates. Or like Halloween. This is a Halloween costume. I'm also pulling from my Halloween deck, so like I said, just take it if it resonates. So Spirit is just saying, whatever riddle you're trying to solve, someone needs to improve their diet. Make sure, maybe that's the riddle. Someone's trying to solve a riddle, so maybe you're trying to improve your diet. You're confused on like what's healthy, what's not healthy. So you're saying you're gonna solve it, the issue, whatever the issue is. You're gonna solve this riddle. You're gonna overcome it. And I want to say this is not only a past life issue, but this has to do with childhood wounds. But you're solving this. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna solve this riddle. That was really strange. This just moved on its own. I just feel like, yeah, you're gonna solve this riddle. Okay, that was just a confirmation, I guess. So, you are the starborn. I'm actually gonna look into this. I want to say this is giving like main character energy. Power 4. You are the main character of your life. Okay, the starborn, the divine child, the star child, the destined. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself towards a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Practice seeing yourself from a mythic point of view rather than a series of logistics. Read the story of the 3 fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. So maybe look into your natal chart. That will help you solve this riddle. Like I was saying, it might be a past life thing. But you are the starborn. You have a unique destiny. And I want to say, due to some difficulty within relationship, and I want to say this is all types of relationship. Maybe your relationships have left you feeling very like out in the cold or like down and out. But Spirit is saying there will be some bold action that you will take in life once you've solved this riddle, and you'll overcome the feeling of feeling tired of relationships or tired of a certain situation. And you'll find the strength, I want to say, to participate in love or connections with other people. Right now, I want to say you're going through some challenges that have left you, like I said, you're just very tired. I feel like you're very tired, and it's causing you to be a little stubborn to what your destiny is in the big grand picture, because maybe you feel a little confused, and Spirit is saying it's time to release some limits. I want to say that Spirit is pointing you in the right direction. You've already made some really good investments in your life. You're already on a very specific path, but it's time to release maybe clinging to money. It could be money. clinging to your feelings, holding in your feelings, not letting enough feeling come up, or just not celebrating life enough, though you might not have yet reached your destination. So just know, if you're worried about money, you are already making wise investments, but there is a little bit more perseverance that is needed. You're still traveling along on your journey. Continue taking the action that is being directed towards you, to you from Spirit at this time. Right now, I feel it's to surrender, especially if you do have kind, caring, loving people around you. It's okay to surrender to these people. Your intuition will tell you whether it's worth it or not. I want to say, make sure you're spending lots of time out in nature to balance your intuition, to ease depressive states or a lack of motivation, or like fear, to drive out fear. Nature really calms us and grounds us. So if you were worried about settling down, I want to say you're destined for marriage, pile 4. You're destined for love, partnership. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Look into your chart. Look into your chart. Let's see what else. Pile 4. So yeah, on the bottom of the deck, prosperity. So if it's your money you're worried about, don't worry too much. Spirit is saying you're tripping. And I think it's because you're trying to balance your intuition at this time, or that is the steps to take. Balance your intuition by surrendering. I want to say surrender your perspective. Just surrender that entire perspective so a new one can come in. It will help you solve this riddle. So presence. Practice more presence. Meditate. Like I said, start studying your natal chart. You might be a Scorpio. Pile 4. I heard follow your North Star. So someone needs to look up their North Node and study their North Node. So spend this time getting organized with whatever information comes in for you from Spirit, and get present. So this one says, be in the present, dream of the future. When we dream, anything is possible, or everything is possible. So whatever riddle you're trying to solve involving your destiny, it's just time to get more grounded. Get practical by getting organized. If you feel you have a bigger destiny, it's time to get organized, and the planning will come very easily as long as you're present and grounded. So take time to breathe out, and a fiery climax approaches. So continue to surrender, I want to say, to the present moment. That way you can breathe easily and you can stop tripping so much. The way Spirit is saying that you're tripping. You've already made some really great investments, so just get more organized and allow the situation to play out. Breathe, pile 4, breathe. Lean into anyone or any situation that feels loving and caring and kind at this time. This is a person. I want to say this person is very intuitive. This person could help you maybe look at your chart. Don't limit yourself. Know that the seasonal shift from spring to summer is affecting you. If you're watching this at a different time, whatever seasonal shift is happening for you, maybe creating some uncertainty. So stay strong, pile 4, stay strong. I want to say you may be meeting a new side of yourself very soon. A new side or a new version of yourself. And I want to say you might be walking into a very prosperous period very soon. So it's worth waiting for. It's worth getting organized for. It's worth getting present for. Just know that. That's what you need to know at this time. That is the need to know. Pile 4. I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to move on to pile 5. Thank you, pile 4. So if someone's already in a connection, sorry, pile 4. If you're already in a connection, it's time to start cherishing that person. It seems like they're very loving. So cherish them. You might even marry this person if they're already in your life. Cherish that connection. All right, pile 5. Path of least resistance for pile 5. I'm hearing care again. Like you're caring again. Sorry. It also said carrying. We'll see. Alright, let's get into it, pile 5. What's going on here? Okay. What are the next steps in the path of least resistance for pile 5? And you guys are forgot to say this, my jade stone. Maybe work with the jade stone. It's good for the heart, I believe. I'm hearing peaceful solutions. There are going to be peaceful solutions very soon. I want to say, carry your head high, pile 5. Carry your head high. I just feel like deep sorrow, resentment, maybe something. So it's like, lift your head up. Lift your head up. We're gonna get through this. It's all good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Whatever situation you're in, pile 5, I think you know this, so only take it if it resonates, but you may feel like there are people working against you. And if you feel that is true, then it probably is true. It looks like it's people from your past, false connections, maybe built in an energy of lust. There's a Big Sean lyric. It is so good, and I cannot think of what it is, but it's something about chemistry means way more than anatomy. Chemistry means way more than anatomy. That's what he says. So I want to say you're learning that, pile 5. that chemistry means way more than anatomy. So there's some childhood wounds that are affecting you, something rooted in shame. Like, that's why I wanted to lift my head up. It's like, I feel like you might be like slouching when you're watching this reading, slouching a lot. Or regret. I just keep feeling the energy of regret. Spirit is also saying when we neglect our feelings, it can create negative outcomes. So make sure you're proud of how you feel. I want to say, be proud of how you feel. You're working on your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra, so maybe burn a red or yellow candle, maybe both. Ask Orunmila for guidance and clarity. This is going to be a longer one. Pile 5. Okay. Maybe make some teas, put some intention into your tea. I heard witch's brew. Make yourself a nice little tonic or tea. Brew yourself something to make it all better. Even if it's just temporary, moments of peace, drinking a glass of tea or a cup of tea. Something like this, pile 5. You need a little pick-me-up. Spirit is reminding you to not play it safe. Do what you love. Be with who you love. Yeah. So we have the lover. You are, I want to say, a divine counterpart, even if you haven't met your official counterpart just yet in real life. You may see swans places. So when swans like link, and I think they mate with one person forever. I don't know if that's true, but I think they do. And so when they put their crowns together or their little third eyes together, they create a little heart. And they're like two twos. So you might be seeing 22 everywhere. If you face two twos together, they form a heart. So you are healing your feminine energy at this time. You are healing from toxic masculinity. Even if you're a woman, misogyny, you're healing some wounds at this time, pile 5. So if this is not you, go ahead. Peace out, because we're going to be in this energy for a second. I have heli cards on the table. But you are a lover, and your love is your guide. The way you love and what you love is your guidance. So when you're blocked from your heart chakra and living in your lower masculine energy or lower chakra energy because of whatever childhood wounding you have, you lose sight of the vision, of your guidance, of your connection to source. You are on the lover's path. Kid Cudi, I took the swan dive. You're on a swan dive, okay? So, self-accept. You are a lover. So then we have that pair with the sword. So we have an opportunity to balance our energy with this yin and yang energy. This is real balance. This is your feminine, your masculine. Femininity is darkness. It's sensuality. It's your magnetism and your sun energy. Your masculine yang is your honesty. It's your integrity. It's your assertiveness. But some people like to balance their honesty, integrity, all these things with dark masculine energy instead of their light, dark, feminine energy, if that makes sense. So just know that you have an opportunity to balance yourself out right now. Spirit is giving you this opportunity to come out of indecision, cut ties with what you know is toxic at this time. I want to say you're making peace with your emotions due to some past connections that you had experienced. I want to say these people are trying to re-enter your life or re-entering your life. Spirit is asking you to say no because you have a new connection on the horizon. And you're learning something through this experience about valuing your sexual energy or romance or love. So you really have to say no to these people. You have to set a boundary to preserve your peace, is what they're saying. So the next steps, preserve your peace. And anything that's built in lust is a false connection. And I think that you were going through some emotional turmoil, so you didn't have a balanced perspective, but now there's new love here, and that's requiring that you open up and balance your emotions. So your angels are heavy duty with you right now. Heavy duty. And it's not that they don't want you to have experienced desire and lust. Pleasure is important. Pleasure is very important to life. Okay? But it's finding healthy pleasure that's not rooted in our childhood issues, right? That keep us stressed and or depleted. You want something that's equally yoked, equally balanced. You are in a lover's connection, okay? We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers. You are a divine counterpart. Self-accept. But you're going through some turmoil right now, okay? You might feel really depleted. Yes, because of some false connections. And so you are building up some gifts that you have at this time. Spirit is saying whatever project or gifts that you're working on, it's going to be a slow turnover because of these wounds that you're working through. You're still trying to get out of this, I'm hearing hyper-masculinity. Your inner feminine is where some of your most beautiful, beautiful gifts lie. The most sacred ones, the most emotional, creative, relaxed, okay? So if you want to feel that energy, it's really important to work on this root chakra to come out of, also hearing hypervigilance. So be patient with whatever you're creating at this time because your spiritual journey and your healing comes first. That is just how spirit works. They don't care what you're working on. Like, I think the pandemic proved, I'll stop the whole world. Spirit does not care. Spirit does not care. They said, work? No, y'all not going to work. We need to heal. So don't complicate it. Just know that you are exploring some more of your spiritual, creative endeavors or gifts at this time. So this could be less practical gifts, obviously you can still make money from these, but they're just they're more creative, they're more feminine, they're less masculine. So whatever you're working on, it's gonna be abundant, it's gonna give you exactly what you're looking for. It's just gonna take time. So don't get too rooted in your hyper masculinity or hyper vigilance that you don't see the value in it. See value in this balance. See value in your heart chakra, in what your inner feminine can bring to the table. So you're building security for yourself, financial stability, and it's requiring a really big ego death. It's the death of this toxic ego, which is going to give you a real sense of security, confidence, overcoming powerlessness. But it is a spiritual journey nonetheless. It is less physical than we give it credit for. It's just, the material realm can be so deceiving. So really work on this solar plexus energy. Love yourself unconditionally. Love yourself unconditionally, therefore you can share that same energy with other people. That's that inner feminine healing. It's going to help you release trust issues and be way more patient with the process, because whatever outcome you want in this situation is going to be worth waiting for. So don't overcomplicate anything at this time. You're healing your sexual energy, and I'm thinking you're going to teach people about what you're learning. You're going to teach people about pleasure. That's really the role of the lover. That is the role of the lover. They become teachers. They're conduits of change, not chaos, okay? So you're severing ties with your chaos. Okay? You're building integrity. What else? Don't play it too safe right now. Don't play it too safe. And if you're going through an ego death, embrace it. Embrace it, because you're gonna come out the other side a more confident person. Don't cling to this old hyper masculinity and think that it's gonna provide anything special or important. Your feminine energy is where your special quality lies. It's where your emotions are. And it keeps you from being fearful or stressed. You know, it's your darkness. It's your inner wild side. It'll help you come out of creative confusion, Spirit is saying. We have to take a chance on love on the bottom. So if you're wasting energy in past connections, you are not taking any chances. So we have knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of my ancestors flow. You are heavily guided. Your intuition, your inner feminine, your wild side. Okay, this is where that information is going to come from your ancestors. Physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. So value intimacy. And like I said, again, with this moon, Luna. So you're doing some balancing work. You're getting in touch with the moon. Maybe you should work with the moon phases at this time. I think it's a full moon in Sagittarius. So you got this 12-5. I gotta keep going. You know what's going on. You want a spiritual journey. You have an ego death. You working on your root chakra, I heard throat chakra and your solar plexus. You working through some past connections, and you're learning. You're gonna learn something very important. Your pleasure is important to spirit too. So don't get it twisted. Don't fall into I'm hearing ritual abuse. Someone's dealing with ritual abuse. But don't fall into religious beliefs either, that romantic or spiritual intimacy, connections, love has to be boring, or I don't know. Get religion out of your bed. Pop 5. Practice cosmic sexuality and sensuality. Intimacy. Real intimacy. Okay? Just put spirit in your bed. Get religion out of your bed. Okay? And follow your guidance. Come out of indecision. Okay. Okay, bye, lover. I'll see you later. Like, comment, subscribe. Check in with me later. Hope you like this video. And let's move on to our last pile. Pile 6. I'm hearing creating ties with the divine. So someone might be being initiated. Pile 6 might be going in an initiation period. And they're saying this is definitely destined. And they're just stressing that, creating ties with the divine. Alright, here we go. We got the box on the bottom. Saturn's box. What's going on, pile 6? Let's see. What are the next steps on the path? The path of least resistance. Still hearing that Egyptian lover song. Somebody please download it and listen to it. And they just keep saying in the song, leave it in the past. I think I said that for pile 4. So if you get called to another pile, check it out. Give it a listen. I'm hearing rich with spirit. Rich with spirit. Pile 6. Make sure you're leaving behind connections that leave you feel defeated, because it's creating entity attachments, which I don't love talking about on this channel. And you can skip through the shuffling if you find this boring. Yeah. Leave behind. She's saying the past, leave it in the past. Not a good idea. You're dealing with some dead ends, pile 6. The dead end. So you don't want to be this dude, okay? Trapped behind all this misery and defeat. Not a good idea. So if you're feminine and you're dealing with a Knight of Wands, get out of there. Get out. Get out. Get out of there. Not a good idea. But I feel like pile 6, you're not like pile 5. I feel like, you know this. You just needed that confirmation. Spirit's like, it's go time. And you're like, cool. Maybe you already learned this lesson. Spirit's saying you retreated. Good job. So yeah, you saw a dead end. You know how it made you feel. I think you felt defeated. I want to say the situation was under heavy illusion as well. There was a lot of manipulation around the situation. Yeah. Not even gonna get into it. But, you know, it made you feel defeated. You felt wronged. So just know that you're in a regeneration stage after walking away from a stagnant situation or a dead end. Spirit is trying to communicate to you about some pleasure that they're bringing into your life. We have this card twice. So if you were a feminine dealing with a Knight of Wands, you're about to meet a King of Wands. And maybe you're seeing them in your dreams. This person is going to give you reciprocity. So trust the plan. If this is not to do with a person, or if you're a masculine, what I'm seeing is reciprocal relationship and balanced pleasure. I want to say pleasure that makes your inner child very happy. So that's why Spirit is trying to give you these warning signs, especially in the dream state, that you're a very lucky person, attracting a lot of happiness into your life. So it's like, gladly walk away from the dead ends. So that's what Spirit is trying to affirm to you. You're embracing a new level of pleasure into your life. And it's going to give you some healthy emotional balance as well. It's going to make it's going to turn grief or defeat into pleasure. It's going to balance something out here. I want to say you're going to be exploring too. There's going to be a lot of exploring here with this person, with this situation. So yeah, trust your dreams, trust your guidance at this time, pile 6. So Spirit is offering you a new opportunity, and it's requiring you to be very strong after a period of, I'm hearing indolence. I don't know what that means off the top of my head, but after a period of indolence, and I want to say like struggle. It was difficult to keep holding on to something. Like hold on to your head, I'm hearing. Like it was difficult to, like whatever situation was not a good idea and that you walked away from, it was maybe difficult. It was difficult to maintain integrity, but you did it. And so Spirit is offering you some new beginning. I want to say this might be a financial situation, but if it's not financial, if it's love, then you're getting a solid romantic partner. And like I said, pleasure is important to this person. It is also important to you. So you are coming out of a period of heartbreak and indecision because of the signs and synchronicities that you've been embracing. One of my favorite quotes is like, a dreamer travels by like moonlight or by night, something like this. And the moon card is all about being on a hidden secret journey where you sometimes have to face your fears and embrace uncertainty, and you can only see what, like thinking about walking on a sidewalk or a path at nighttime or going on a hike at night. It's like you can only see so much of the ground ahead of you, so you have to walk forward in order to see what comes next. So that requires a lot of self-trust and trust in your intuition. So Spirit is helping you heal a lot of like sorrow, and I'm hearing pity. So maybe because you ran into a dead end, you started to get into a bit of like self-pity. So they're saying, just know that you're a very fortunate, blessed, abundant person, especially when you're doing your healing work. So continue to celebrate. You have a lot to celebrate. So this is more like a, hey, wake up, pile 6. You have a lot to celebrate message. Even if you've dealt with this Knight of Wands, he just keeps popping back up into this reading. Even if you dealt with somebody who's very flaky, Spirit is like, that shouldn't affect you none. Your intuition told you it wasn't for you. You walked away. You followed the guidance. Therefore, celebrate. Celebrate, because it's not a missed opportunity. That's what they're stressing. You did not miss anything. You are welcoming your wish. You're welcoming your wish. So keep, I want to say, let this sorrow out. Let it out. I want to say it's rooted in a lot of fear. So keep healing. Know that you do have something better on the horizon. Something reciprocal. That's what I'm seeing. Someone is available for you. And it's not this Knight of Wands. You're this Empress, even if you're a male. You are someone who is very nurturing and kind, but you are dealing with a bit of indolence right now, walking away from a dead end. But this is going to create a lot of growth in your life. Yep. So you're looking for a counterpart, I want to say, Pile 6. You might be also looking for money opportunities. So I want to say that is going to be popping up very soon as well. Some sort of opportunity. So be open to receive. And how you create openness to this change is to upheaval, like do some purge some sorrow, let it out, and make space so you can clear your mind and come out of indecision, because Spirit is going to keep showing you this next path forward, and it's definitely through healing some of these fears. Definitely. And they're saying everything can be celebrated. They don't care how small. If you got out of bed today, celebrate. Okay? Trust the plan. And if you haven't walked away from this stagnated situation, Spirit is giving you the go-ahead. You have the green light. So the bottom is courage. So have courage for whoever's standing at that dead end and doesn't know which way to go. Have courage. Choose something balanced. Rather than investing into something that you know is not going to be a good idea. The only thing that is real is love on the bottom of the deck. They're saying you can only hurt yourself when you choose coldness over reciprocity. Or even your fear over healing, you know? You might be breaking like a generational curse at this time. This might be a pattern that you're breaking. So, you are enough. Full moon in Virgo. Okay? You are enough for whatever you want. So it's time to have some harmony, some peace in your life. Maybe, especially in matters of pleasure, allow yourself to obviously be balanced. But like when I'm thinking of balanced, it's like you're genuinely having a good time. You're having fun. You enjoy creating what you're creating. You love pouring into it. It makes sense. It makes your inner child happy. It brings you a sense of pleasure. As I create, I will share harmony, divine, love, and care. So I want to say it's safe to care, Pile 6. Like, get your care on. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your care on. Because you're worthy of what you want. So, spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So, if this is this King of Wands that's reappearing in your life or appearing in your life, and it's bringing up a lot of sorrow or fear, you're lucky. This person is drawn to you for a reason. And if it's not just yet, you are practicing some harmony within your life, within your emotions, by walking away from something to create better balance, to welcome spiritual connections that are pleasurable and reciprocal. So that's what you're working towards, Pile 6. I think that's it. Remain flexible, Pile 6. Stay flexible. And yeah, just know you're going through a regeneration after a period of feeling defeated. Some indolence. Look up that word. Yeah. But you're gonna be fine. You're fine. Celebrate even the small wins. Alright, I'm going to hop up off this live. I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to have the timestamps down below as soon as I click off of here. And I hope you guys have a great day, night, evening. Stay true, stay blessed. I will see you guys later. Peace.